Most people think building money early means you figured something out, that you were smarter, that you found a strategy, that you cracked the code. I don't think that's true whatsoever. My portfolio didn't grow because I'm intelligent. It didn't grow because I predicted anything. And it definitely didn't grow because I outperformed the market. If anything, it grew because I avoided a handful of very normal mistakes. And that's what this video is all about. For context, I'm 25 years old and my investment portfolio recently crossed into the mid six figures. I'm not saying that to impress you. I'm saying it because it gives weight to what I'm about to explain. Because when people see numbers like that, the assumption is always the same. Okay, what did you do differently? And the answer is not much. I didn't discover a special stock. I didn't time the bottom. I didn't run some insane side hustle and I didn't have a crazy income. What I did have was a very boring set of behaviors that I didn't break. And that's way less exciting than people want to hear. Okay, so here's the main idea I want to get across. Okay, money compounds faster when you stop sabotaging it, not when you optimize it, not when you outthink everyone else, and not when you chase returns. Most people don't lose financially because they're dumb, they lose because they introduce friction. And this entire video is really about the friction I avoided. Okay, so being smart is overrated in investing. And I don't mean that as an insult, I mean it structurally. If intelligence were the main driver of results, hedge funds would beat the market every single year, and they do not. If intelligence were the edge, most retail investors would never make money, and some do. The reality is that investing rewards behavior, not IQ. Patience beats intelligence, and consistency beats creativity. Not interfering beats optimization. Most people understand this intellectually, but they don't live it. Let me start with what I didn't do because that matters more. I didn't consistently change strategies. I didn't rotate my entire portfolio every year. I didn't try to keep up with whatever was hot online, and I didn't feel the need to always be doing something. And that last part is uncomfortable for a lot of people because inactivity feels like falling behind. One of the biggest lies in personal finance is the more activity equals more progress. In reality, most activity is just disguised anxiety. People always overtrade, overanalyze, overreact, and they overcorrect, not because it helps, but because sitting still is so damn hard. And I learned that very early on that the more I touched my portfolio, the worse it performed. So I touched it less. And what do you know? My portfolio structure is boring on purpose and doing quite well. It has broad exposure, long time horizons, and positions that don't require daily attention. That isn't because I couldn't do something more complex, it's because complexity creates failure points, and every decision is a chance to screw something up. So instead of trying to be clever, I tried to be durable. And durability is the ability to stay in the game, not for a year, not for a cycle, but for decades. And most people blow up not because they were wrong, but because they couldn't stay wrong long enough for time to work. And they exit early, they panic sell, and they chase something else. I structured everything around avoiding that outcome, and time is brutally underestimated, okay? Not because people don't know about compounding, but because they interrupt it. Compounding doesn't need brilliance, it needs non interference. Most of my results came from letting years pass without resetting the system, and that's it. This is important to say clearly, okay? My results didn't come from a high income. Income helps, obviously, but it's not the multiplier people think it is. Behavior is the multiplier. A disciplined investor on a normal income beats an undisciplined high earner almost every single time. I kept my burn rate low. I didn't inflate my lifestyle just because I could, and I gave compounding room to work. Again, not smart, just restrained. A lot of bad financial decisions come from one emotion, and that's feeling behind. Social media amplifies this massively. You see faster growth, you see bigger numbers, you see younger ages and riskier bets, and suddenly your perfectly reasonable plan feels slow. And that's where people self sabotage. Okay, I avoided that trap by ignoring most of the noise. So my portfolio, okay, it's super boring, and that's intentional. Boring portfolios don't get screenshots. They don't go viral. They don't spark debates, but what they do is that they quietly work for you. And if your portfolio needs constant excitement, it's probably not built to last. So I just want to be super clear about something real quick. And this video isn't telling you to copy my portfolio. It's not telling you to match my numbers. It's not telling you that this path is guaranteed. It's showing you a pattern. Avoid obvious mistakes, stay consistent, and let time work. That's it. If there's a one thing that I want you to take away from this, it's that building wealth early usually has nothing to do with being smart. It has everything to do with not panicking, not chasing, and not resetting the clock. Most people don't need better ideas, they need fewer interruptions. That's it. No hacks, no secrets, no predictions, just a way of thinking that compounds quietly over time. Thank you so much for your time. If you're still watching this, just know that I'm rooting for you. Make sure you drop a like on this video, hit that sub button. We got videos coming out every single week. And have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Pappy Cam, and I'm out. Peace.